Okay, today we're going to be talking about H-1B visa in the new Trump administration. I have been getting this question a lot. So for those of you who are wondering what is going to be the new policies, this video is not going to give you new policies updates in detail, but just to give you, a little ease for those who are wondering if H-1B visa will still be sponsored to, not just teachers, but anybody in the United States. If you are joining this platform for the first time, my name is Dr. Britton, and on this platform we share how you can get a teaching job in the United States. We're going to wait a few more minutes for others to join. Go ahead and share the live so that others can join, and also put in the comment section below where you're watching from so we can shout you out. Let me know in the comment section where you're watching from. So the new, or should I say, H-1B updates under our new Trump presidency. TJ, how you feel? We're giving the others a few more minutes to join so that they can join into, I can't put this down, it's going to be into today's live. We're talking about, H-1B visa sponsorship for the new administration. We have a new administration currently in the United States, and a lot of people are worried. They're asking, will they still be hiring international teachers? Will H-1B visa still will be issued? And we're just going to touch on that shortly in this live today. Let me know in the comment section where you're watching from. And also, let me know if you're watching the Marathon 2025, 50 nights, 50 states, at least 5 school districts in each state. Alright, go ahead and share the live, guys. Share the link. I'm sure somebody would like to learn more about H-1B visa for the 2025 season under new administration, Donald Trump. A lot of people are wondering, a lot of questions, a lot of people asking, will they still be sponsoring H-1B visas? And we're going to answer that question today. I'm just going to give a few more seconds and we're going to get straight into it. I didn't see anybody say where they're watching from. We have no viewers. Where are you watching from, guys? Good time. Okay, guys, so today we're going to be talking about H-1B visa under the new Trump administration. Will H-1B visas still be issued under the new Trump administration? A lot of people are reaching out to me trying to find out, will they still need international teachers? Will H-1B visa still be in effect? Well, I'm here to tell you today that in most cases, in most scenarios, from what I'm seeing, yes. The answer is yes. But we're going to go in detail as, what some of the changes might be. But I am foreseeing that they will always need foreign skills in the United States. If you are watching and you believe this, put in the comment section below. They will always need foreign workers in the United States because the United States is run on immigrants. Immigrants do a lot of the work here in the United States, and Americans will say this also, they will always need foreign workers in the United States, and as such, H-1B visas will still be on the table. However, there may be changes. There may be changes as to how it is granted and what the requirements are for us to get it, for it to be granted or approved. Some of the changes we're going to talk about shortly. But even if you're not a teacher, I wanted to add this in. H-1B visa is still being offered. USCIS, that is the United States Immigration Services Center, they already published the date, which is going to be March 7. On March 7, they are going to be opening the H-1B visa lottery for skilled workers. And I'm not talking about teachers right now. People who are in the technology and the engineering field outside of teaching. They're opening the H-1B, they're opening the portal, or should I say, they're taking applications for H-1B starting on March 7th until March 24th of 2025. Those are for people who are, they have to go through the H-1B lottery. That does not include teachers. Teachers don't need to do the H-1B lottery. Specifically, if you're going to be getting a teaching job in a public school system, public schools are exempt from the H-1B lottery. So if you're a teacher, you don't need to worry about the H-1B lottery. But since we're on the topic of H-1B, I wanted to say this because a lot of people are wondering, will they still be offering H-1B under the new Trump administration? And the answer is yes. Okay, so they're opening the H-1B lottery March 7, and I think at noon Eastern Standard Time, they're opening that for H-1B applicants. Your lawyer, your company will put those applications in between March 7 to March 24. There's a specific amount of H-1B visas that's usually on the H-1B cap, and so everybody will not be granted an H-1B, and that's not anything new. That's not anything new since Trump take over January of 2025. It has been so for a couple of years. So this is for the fiscal year 2026. They will start taking in applications on March 7th, noon at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until March 24th, 2025 for the fiscal year 2026. So now that we get that out the way, we already know that that was in place for a number of years now. It's still going to be in effect starting March. As it relates to teachers, a lot of teachers keep asking, will they still be hiring international teachers on an H-1B visa since we have a new administration? The answer is going to be yes, because they still need teachers in the United States. They still need teachers in the United States. Will they be hiring as many as they always do? I cannot say yes to that. Will they be, downsizing? I cannot say yes to that either, but I know for sure teachers are still going to be hired on an H-1B visa in the United States. So don't worry about if it's not going to be something that is still going to be in effect or something that's going to be granted. They will still be offering H-1B sponsorship to international teachers. So just start applying. But what are some of the changes that you may see? Some of the changes you may see is that they might want, clarification. They might want you to clarify to show that you are definitely a specialty occupation worker. What is your specialty? And to show that you must have some form of degree or license to show that you are a trained or skilled worker in this area. They might want, they are going to start streamlining the process, and one way of doing this, they have changed the application form. So the form they used before for H-1B visa, that I-129 form, it has recently been updated. So there might be things on the form that they're asking for now that was not on the previous forms before. Okay, so to show you again, they are still accepting applications for H-1B visa, but there might be some changes. And the form that they use to capture your information for these H-1B visas, that's one change so far. The form has been updated. To know the changes, you'll have to look at the old form and the new form to see what the changes are. That's the form I-129. There are changes on that form. Yes. They're saying go that way. It says detour that way, but what is this saying?
It says local traffic only.
Go this way. Yeah. Did you put the GPS on?
Yeah, it's taking us down this road.
Okay, good. Sorry about that, guys. So yes, they're gonna ask for clarifications as it relates to your specialty. So if you're seeking a teaching job to be a math teacher, you should have credentials in math. If you're seeking a teaching job to be an elementary teacher, you should have credentials to teach elementary age kids. They're gonna want proof. Also, they have changed the form already, so you're gonna see the difference if you look at the forms and compare and contrast it. They're also strengthening the protection for F1 students. So if you're studying in the United States, there is some authority to inspect. They're going to be, let me look before I talk. Strengthening the protection of F1 students waiting to change their immigration status, meaning they're going to look out more for, F1 students. But is that really going to happen for everybody? No, because a lot of people come to the United States to study, and a lot of people who come to study, their hope is to transition to H-1B. Okay, they are saying they're going to do this. Let's be optimistic that it's going to work for all. All right. They're also going to increase enforcement. The rules that the USCIS inspect and penalize employers. A lot of employers are applying for H-1B visas. What they're saying is some of these employers are not even legit employers, and so they want to make sure that whoever is applying for H-1B for somebody, for a worker, they're legit. So what does this mean? They're going to be scrutinizing the applications even more. Okay, they're going to be scrutinizing the applications even more, and what you're going to find is that we don't want to hear this, but more people are going to get denials or request for additional evidence. When they send for additional evidence to prove that what you're saying you have is what you really have, or to prove that your employer is legit, because it's not just about you guys, it's about you, the employee, and also the employer. Guys, if you are watching, good, and give the video a thumbs up. If you're watching, I see 3 likes so far. Good, and give the video a thumbs up. It's free to like. Okay, so they're going to be scrutinizing both your credentials, your background, your immigration status, and they're going to be scrutinizing also your employer. All right, there are going to be new integrity measures. They want to make sure that specifically this goes specifically for the H-1B, the applicants who are applying in the lottery. They want to make sure that only one application is in per person. A lot of times when they apply for H-1B visas, more than one application is in. For example, I can have maybe 10 people petitioning for me in the H-1B lottery to get a visa, while the numbers are limited. Stop. The numbers are limited, and they cut off once they reach that number. But when you check, one applicant has 10 applications in. So that kind of make it unfair, because 9 more people could have applied in that additional 9 slots that I took up. And so they're going to be scrutinizing that as well. So those are some of the changes. They want to make sure that employers are hiring employees and they're treating them fairly. So they're, vying for better employee-employer relationship. All right. So those are going to be some of the changes, but the bottom line is this: will they still be hiring H-1B teachers in the United States, or skilled workers overall, not just teachers? And the bottom line answer is yes. As I mentioned earlier, if you missed it, they already announced the application opening season for the H-1B lottery, which is going to start on March 7, 2025 and end March 24th, 2025. And the H-1B lottery is not for teachers. But just to show you that they're still going to be accepting applications for H-1Bs, and they're still going to be processing, and they're still going to be approving H-1Bs. So those who are worried, a lot of people are worried, they're asking, will they still be approving, will they still be doing H-1B? The simple answer is yes. The simple answer is yes. So guys, if you are just joining, you missed a lot, but you can always replay the video. Put in the comment section below if you have any questions. We're getting ready to wrap up. If you have not subscribed to this channel as yet, go ahead and subscribe. Turn your notification bells on, and also don't forget we're still doing our nightly marathon, 50 states, 59 5 school districts in each state. Last night we were midway. We did our 25th state where we looked at Kentucky. Tonight we're doing our 26th state. We're going to be looking at Louisiana. Thank you, Philip. We're going to be looking at Louisiana. One thing I must say to you about Louisiana that's going to be presented tonight. I'm presenting 5 school districts tonight in Louisiana, and 3 out of those 5 schools that I'm going to be presenting tonight. What are you doing, CJ? Huh? 3 of the 5 schools I'm going to be presenting tonight in Louisiana, they sponsored green card as well. Now, if you watched Friday night Nebraska, and you watched last night with Kentucky only had 3 schools. Teacher, I'm gonna answer the phone.
It's good. It's alright.
Kentucky only had 3 schools. Kentucky only had 3 schools that sponsored H-1B visa in my research. I'm not saying there's not more, but that's what I found. And the numbers were low. But tonight for Louisiana, there were many, more than 5. But because the project we're working on is just 5 school districts in each, I try to find the top 5. Those 5 that I'm sharing, they had high numbers of H-1B sponsorship, as well as 3 out of the 5 of them sponsored green card as well. So you don't want to miss tonight's marathon on Louisiana. If you've not watched any of the marathons as yet, definitely check out my playlist. There's a playlist there, and you can see which state you're interested in and learn about that state and the sponsorship that they have. Or if you want to run the entire playlist, you can do that. But guys, if you have no questions, that's it for tonight. It's not night. If you have no question, that's it for today's live. We spoke about the possibility of H-1B under the new Trump administration. And yes, I say it is still possible. It is still something that will be taking place. They will still be issuing H-1B visas. There might be some changes, which I did mention some of the changes, but the United States of America will always need foreign workers. They will always need foreign workers. If you have any questions, go ahead and put it in the comment section below. If not, we're going to log off. I'm going to give you a few seconds to put your question in the comment section below. And if I don't see any questions, then I know that's it. So Marathon 2025. Louisiana tonight. Louisiana, guys. For Marathon 2025. Alright, so I don't see any questions, so I think you're okay. I'll see you tonight on Louisiana Marathon Day 26. And continue watching Subscribe if you've not subscribed as yet. Turn your notification bells on. And don't forget to like this live. Bye, guys.